10 things teenagers do in Britain. Hopefully every single thing I explain in this video you lot can relate right here. So without further ado, if you're new to the channel, please make sure to smash that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and let's get into this. Now the first thing that teenagers do as soon as they reach about 14, 15 is they start drinking. Now, when you're that age, you can't drink. So they want to try and get into the clubs and that, don't they? But the only thing that they can do to get into the clubs is get ID. And when you're 13, 14, you need to get a fake one. And the number one place for that is from friends. Because if you do not have an ID, and if you try to get past the Hulk-sized bouncers into Bijou, your life's not going to be fun. There we go. And don't even try taking your passport. If the bouncers look at the passport and they see that you're 14 years old and you're trying to get into an over 18 place, and if you do not take no for an answer, just be prepared to wake up either in the hospital or at home pretty much. So once you've failed to get in the clubs over the Hulk-sized bouncers knocking you out, your only option next is to try and, well, except from getting a hero of a dad or a queen of your mother to get drinks for you, there's a shop down the road. So once you have scraped past counter clerk 675 or supervisor 202 of Sainsbury's, it's time to find a location for actually having the drinks. Now when you're an adult, you usually just go to the pub because obviously it's actually legal for you to drink then. But if you're a teenager, there's 3 specific places where you can go, and that is under a bridge, in a park, or under a bus shelter. Or the last place where pretty much nearly every single teenager does go, and that's to a friend's house. And getting on with our next thing, house parties. Basically an excuse to throw your parents down the pub so you and your mates can get spacking in the gaff. And the next morning you are absolutely hanging, you just need your paracetamols, you just need your Lucozade. So I'm pretty sure that's all the drinking situation out of the way. Now it's time to go into the nerdy side. So the biggest game in my childhood when I was in year 6 mainly, every single teenager was dying to get home after school, after college, 6th form, to play one game, and that was Modern Warfare 2. So that was when kids' lives were, they were just enjoying themselves, tweak bots going all over terminal, getting quick scope with interventions. But now, fast forward nearly pretty much over a decade later, we have got a game that has destroyed kids' lives, and that is a game that Epic Games brought out called Fortnite. When I say destroy, I mean with Modern Warfare 2, there wasn't any dancers involved. What I mean by this is that you kind of go out to anywhere without seeing at least one kid showing an L sign on his forehead and dancing like a clown, or with his body and his arms going side to side. Now we're going to get into the main thing what teenagers pretty much live their lives through nowadays, and that is mobile phones and social media. Starting off with attention seeking. Oh, I'm looking hairy today. Oh, I think I might go out to the town, hoy a few berries down my neck. Right, I need to get that one Instagram picture, right. Could take a selfie with myself in the mirror. Or, yeah, you know what, I'll do that. Let's open up Instagram. Let's take a photo of my legs. If you've not seen pictures of them, consider yourself lucky. Alongside attention seeking, we've got people taking photos of their jawlines. I want to know what goes through the mind of teenagers that take photos of their jaws. Do they think girls find this attractive? So that's mainly people that do that on Snapchat. Moving over to Instagram. But people are a little bit different over on Instagram because there's something called boomerangs. Oh my god, I look pretty nice today. I'm gonna go out to Bijou and, nah. Before I go, I need to just get people's attention. Boomerang. Flip the camera around. What? Right, while I'm at the nightclub as well, I really need, as I'm having my shot, I really need to just get the boomerang and then just go like that. Or there's just a casual filming yourself singing the song. And then flicking the camera around to filming that guy who thinks they are the boss of the club. So moving away from the social side of things, we're now going to go to pregnancy. You know in year 11 when you're walking towards a sports hall, then you walk through the corridor and you see 2 benches with the girls sitting on the benches with the white polo shirts on. Yeah, half of them girls are now pregnant or have had babies. And I do not have absolutely anything against them. What bothers me, it's just make sure yous are ready. So yous are financially stable, you are able to financially support yourself and the baby, because boy do you need to spend a shit ton of money on that baby. Next thing, we are moving to public transport, and that is on the buses. Basically, if you get on the bus and then you have a bunch of people screaming and shouting, and if you don't have headphones, your life is a living hell. Because there is either the old granny constantly shouting and thinking everyone's interested in her life story, or you have Chav Nation of Gateshead right at the back of the bus blasting music. No one cares about you listening to Boy George. If it's not Queen, turn it off. Next up, we are going back to Instagram or just social media in general, and that is teenage lads taking photos of themselves in the mirror. Just put your phone down. No one cares what socks you've got on or what t-shirt you're wearing. And the final thing to end this video off, which every single person has got to have seen on social media, and that is cringy as hell love posts. You know when you see that couple posting the most cringiest photo on social media, and then the comments are just, I love you too, babe, I love you so much, I love you more, I love you so much. It just goes on and on and on. You see, right? We have direct messaging for a reason. Use it. Right, you everyone, that is where I'm going to conclude this video. If you have enjoyed it, please make sure to smash the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll catch you lot on another video. Peace.